Namaste, I'm Priyamvada and we are doing this for Education India. We have with us Sunil ji. He's a yoga guru who has experience of teaching for 20 years. Today he'll be sharing his insights and experience with us. Welcome Sunil ji.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste Sunil ji. Could you tell us the reason why yoga is so popular these days and how is it relevant to our life?
Yoga is very important. Yoga is the way of life. What we all know is a part of yoga is the asana. But Rishi Patanjali has made it very clear to learn what is yoga is Ashtanga yoga, that is 8 limbs of yoga. It's yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan and samadhi. This is what the yoga is. And what the main aim is to reach the kaivalya, the final stage of liberation. What is liberation? From the cycle of birth and death. So what we are doing is a part of it, and yoga is very important in today's life. Is we are doing a running around 24 hours. We all are running for some reason or the other. What is the reason? What are we all looking at? We all are trying to find happiness. And happiness from where? From the materialistic wants. Now what are these materialistic wants? Some people want fame, some people want position, some people want money. Some people are looking out by small pleasures like sensual pleasures by eating some food or indulging into smoking, drinking, eating tobacco. But end of the day, what is their aim? Everybody is trying to find happiness. So this is what Rishi Patanjali also aimed at. But he showed us a path how to reach this place of happiness or internal happiness and not the external happiness. So this is what yoga teaches us. Yoga is a way of life, we all call it. And this is an ongoing process. Nobody can say that I have mastered yoga, I have learned yoga. Because it is from the day you are born to the day you die. Till you reach that final stage of samadhi, kaivalya, liberation. From this cycle of death and birth. Punarapi jananam, punarapi manaram, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. This is what is a Sanskrit that is said. It comes in one of the Vedas. At what yoga teaches us not into keep on coming in the cycle of birth and death and get the liberation from it. Bhagavad Gita also tells us what is moksha, what is the real, what your karma is. Yoga is also one of the things. Yoga has been mentioned in all the books. Even in Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned as karma yoga, as jnana yoga. In Bhagavad Mahapuran it is written as bhakti yoga. So it's a form of yoga. But why always the word yoga is used? What is that? What is the meaning of word yoga? It's a union. Yoga comes. There is another meaning of yoga. What is it? Is what you have to do. What is the life? Because you are into Manushya Yoni. That is a karma yoni. Where you can change your karma. You can do good things. And you can change what is there for you. All other things are into Bhog Yoni. Like they are born, they eat, they sleep and they multiply. They do not have the knowledge, descriptive knowledge to change that karma. So this is where yoga comes into very important part in today's time.
Okay. Thank you Sunil ji for your insights. And could you share with us the authentic schools to learn yoga, which is good if people want to make a career out of it?
See, basically all the schools which are teaching are good schools. Nobody can say this is good and this is bad because everybody has their own way of teaching. And most of the gurus are Siddha gurus and all, but it is your dedication. See, once again, I would like to quote Rishi Patanjali, where he says in one of his sutras is Abhyas, Vairagya and Ishwar Pranidhan. Now, these 3 things are very important. Why he says Abhyas? It is your repetition. It's your Abhyas, your practices, that how important it is. So, if you practice things on and on again and again, it's like riyaz, like for a dancer or for a musician. What is important is how much practice he does, and then his performance will become better. So yoga is the same thing. It's a way of life. So you have to practice. You have to follow the yams. You have to follow the niyams and make it a part of your day-to-day living. It's like satya, ahimsa, aparigraha, brahmacharya. All these things you have to accept in your life. Then you can be a better guru. You can teach better. You can make your life better and you will be more confident in teaching. Then comes niyama, sauch, santosh, tap, swadhyay, ishwar pranidhan. It is the cleanliness. Now today we know how important the cleanliness is. with this virus coming in, we
Yes.
every day come home, we wash, we have bath. Previously people used to say kya jarurat hai when we come in. Now we understood now what is this. Soch as per yoga is not only the external soch, but it is the internal soch also, the cleanliness of your mind, the cleanliness of your thinking. This is what is important, and most of the institutes teach you this, that how to achieve this internal cleanliness, and that you have to master, and then keep on practicing it. Then you can be a good teacher also and a good student also.
Okay. And is it easy to make a career out of yoga, to make money out of yoga, or how difficult it is?
See, I will not call the one thing you asked is money. Money comes by itself. Money, you cannot run after money because yoga does not teach you external pleasures. But it will help you to make a career for the newer generation, 100%. There are two advantages. One, that by practicing yoga, you become fit, you become nirogi, and you do not fall the victim of all the vices. So that is your benefit. Second is when somebody sees you that you are fit and fine, even at an older age, 50, 60, people follow you. Okay, why are you happy? Why are you always smiling? Why are you not falling sick? Most of the people get cough, cold, fever with the change of climate. When you practice all this yoga and all, there are a lot of cleanliness processes like Jal Niti, Vaman Dhoti. So when we do all these things, basically the germs which are there, which comes, it affects. We are humans, we travel around in public places, in public transport. So germs are going to come. But when you practice all these things on a regular basis, this you clean yourself. And once you have cleaned yourself, these things don't affect you. And you can set an example to others that how happy you are, or how satisfied you are, or how nirogi you are. And once you are that, you can teach them. And if you can teach them anything good, anything positive is always welcome by the society. Nature, see, basic nature of human being is to be happy. Everybody is doing everything to find that happiness. If you can teach them, you can always be a successful teacher.
Right.
And see, if you are a successful teacher, money is anyway going to follow.
Right.
So don't aim for money, aim for your health, mental and physical and spiritual. And once people see you and once you'll be able to teach them, money is a byproduct of it. It is going to come. Because you are going to teach, corporate culture is there, you go and make them, because most of them are tensed, most of them are running for their targets. You teach them how to do the same thing in a relaxed way. And if you're successful in doing that, anyway the corporates are going to pay you.
Right, correct. And is there any closing tips you want to give to people or advice on how they should?
See, I tell everybody, all my students, all wherever I teach or wherever I see, I always tell them one thing, that you do for yourself. Don't think that I want to teach or I want to make money, or do not have this materialistic aim in life to start with yoga, because yoga is not for materialistic achievement. Even in the third chapter of Yoga Sutra, Rishi Patanjali says that Vibhuti Pat, what are the achievements you will get, but when you get all those achievements, you will get the siddhis. They are the speed breakers in your path of success. So you should not get stuck at that particular level.
Right.
Materialistic, the fame. See, more you are successful, more people will say. And if you get stuck, see, even a good word about you is equally harmful as the bad word.
Right.
That is what in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjun. And Arjun is asking what are the properties or of a sthit prajna. And that is what the sthit prajna, and that is what yoga teaches us. To be in that state where happiness and unhappiness does not make a difference. Somebody praises you or somebody abuses you should not make a difference. The day you can distinguish between this, you can be a successful person in life. Because people are both side type of people. But if somebody praises you, you should be more careful. You should stay away from him more, because that will boost your ego. And if your ego goes up, that is a badha, the speed breaker in your path for success and reaching that final state. So be very careful. There are people who practice asanas, pranayam, shirsasana for days, and moment they start doing it, they think that they have achieved something and they try to show off to people. People will say very good, because most of the people cannot do it. But don't get stuck at that. Find why these asanas were made, why these pranayams were made, what was the reason rishis did it, and what was their aim to achieve what. So that is what I like to give tips, that don't get stuck at that first four limbs of external Bahiranga yoga. Go to Antaranga yoga. Develop, go within yourself, find out what is the reality, what gives you happiness, Why are you? And this is what yoga is.
Thank you so much, Sunil. One last question is, would you suggest some schools in India where people can go, whoever is watching this video and they want to start their journey?
See, we have few I will like to name, but there are more to it also. We have one yoga institute, one of the oldest institute in Bombay at Santa Cruz. Then you have Bihar School of Yoga in Munger. Then you have Kaivalya Dham. Then you have BS Iyengar School. These are few famous schools and famous people who are teaching nice yoga. Plus there are other schools also, but these are the traditional schools, 4 schools. So I would like that this is where you can 100% go and learn. Others are also good, but they are one of the best schools and the oldest schools.
Thank you so much, Sunil ji. It was a pleasure talking to you. And we hope all of you have benefited from this. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.